This place is the best place in the world. Washington University combines people from so many different walks of life, and it lets them know you can all get the same education. It's all about how far you're willing to go.
I had always known that my parents couldn't pay for college for me, so when I found out that I had a scholarship at WashU, it meant that I could pursue an education without worrying about being in debt after school and owing loans.
A lot of the conversations that I had with my family previous to attending WashU unfortunately did revolve around financials. It was sort of a make or break situation.
When we found out that I got accepted to WashU, me and my pops, we went crazy. It was just everything that we could ever want.
My parents did a really good job of raising me really well and really humble without feeling like I missed out on anything. But unfortunately, my freshman year of high school, my father had a stroke. I was raised by older parents, and after his stroke, my mom and I had to become his primary caregivers.
Growing up in my hometown, it was nice. I can honestly say that. You know, a lot of people really get misconceptions about East St. Louis. There are a lot of good people and a lot of good things that come out of East St. Louis. And I feel like, just like in everything else, it is what you make it.
When I was in 7th grade, my mom committed to going back to college. Last April, my father had a second stroke. That came around the same time that my mom was finishing her studies and taking all of her tests. We couldn't afford to pay for someone to be with him, so I offered to come home and help my mom so that she could go and get her degree. It was just something I felt that she deserved after all the sacrifices she had made for me and my father. I reached out to WashU and they helped me pay for a flight home. I'm so proud because in May of this year, my mom graduated, and that has just been such an inspiration.
He really was the closest person to me in this world. I'm thankful for being able to go to Washington University because in his last days, I was able to be there for him. This summer, I got a call from him, and he let me know that he wasn't feeling well. We took every step imaginable, and even though it didn't work out, my pops is at peace now. I'll never forget. We spent time together the day before he passed, and then just before he left, he hugged me harder than he ever hugged me before, and he looked me in my eyes, and he said, "Dietrich, you're gonna be all right." He told me, "I love you, and you are everything that I've always wanted to be in life." He said, "You are everything that I could have been if I would have just had one person to be there to support me and show me that they care."
I think that the biggest change since coming to WashU that I've seen in myself has honestly just been a boost in confidence, specifically my experience in the classroom. And I've also just gotten more confident to do things like be a leader in a student group or like speak in front of a group of people when I'm facilitating or something like that. I never would have done anything in that realm before.
I have been singing since I was 3 years old. So when I came to WashU, I auditioned for the Greenleafs, which is the only all-girls a cappella group on campus. So it's just been great to have a support system and a network of such amazing, strong, and beautiful women.
This summer, I was able to learn so many different skills interning at a humanities digital workshop. I was able to combine my interest in computer science as well as African and African American studies.
A lot of what I'm involved in on campus revolves around doing interpersonal violence education and prevention work. I get to do what I love most, which is combining talking with people and having sort of hard discussions. I also dabble in a lot of different creative outlets.
Melon Maze is a program that helps minority students enter into academia and hopefully pursue a PhD. It has taught me and helped me see that my academic journey doesn't have to end after I get my undergrad degree.
I have had a really great experience with faculty. I don't think I'm unique in that at all, but I still feel really lucky to have formed some of the relationships with professors that I have and to be surrounded by people who are willing to push you and support you at the same time. And I felt that in like pretty much every sphere at WashU.
This environment allows me to push myself and keep on working harder because I know that I have the capability to be something great.
When I learned that I would be receiving scholarship support, that really made the difference for me. I can say without a shadow of a doubt, if I wouldn't receive that support, I wouldn't be here right now. I was happy because it took so much pressure off my father, and it made him so proud just to know that his baby boy was going to college.
I really, truly would not be able to have done half the things that I've been able to do in my life, and that is 100% because of the financial support that I've been given. So I'm really grateful for that. Thank you.
My scholarship has allowed me to not need to think about how I'm gonna get food tonight or tomorrow or next week. I don't have to think about my textbooks. I don't have to think about how I'm gonna pay for housing or where I'm gonna live.
Being able to go to an institution like this and just being able to focus on accomplishing and getting where I need to be, hitting the books as hard as I need to hit them, taking care of myself, and growing as an individual each and every day, that's been a wonderful opportunity.
Thank you for being a bigger part of my WashU experience than you can probably even imagine.
This gift was a scholarship for 4 years, but it is something that has set me up for success for the rest of my life and something that I am very, very grateful for.
Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you, and you'll eternally have my gratitude because you opened the doors for a young man who really didn't have a lot of options, and you gave me options. Thank you, because you honestly changing lives for the better.